Well, hello there, real gamers. Retro Rob here, and welcome to this revised edition of the Atari 7800 Plus unboxing. I'm making a couple corrections here for the original video where I got things absolutely wrong, which is it's so annoying because it was such a comedy of errors because I double checked everything. The two games didn't work, and no, they do work. They do work. So thanks to Jetman UK for pointing this out, and I'm gonna basically set the record straight with this video. So let's do it. Well, hello there, real gamers. Retro Rob here, and welcome to Retro Rob Plays Everything. Today, I got something super special for you, and I know I've said it before. I know, but I've said that before. But no, really, this is something. This is an Atari 7800 Plus press kit sent to me directly from Atari. That's right, people. I'm rolling big time. Big time. Yeah. Yep. Nope. Apparently, I do appreciate Atari reaching out to somebody who's enthusiastically bad at their job as I am. So I am very excited to do the unboxing, which we're going to do. One thing that this didn't include is the instructions for the device itself and specs. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go over to Atari's website and take a look. Did I mention there's going to be gameplay too? There's going to be gameplay. Don't worry. And here we are at the Atari 7800 Plus homepage. I'm laughing because this is tape number 25. I'm dying here. It's still the first act. Oh, how can I be so bad at this? I've done this for over a decade. Anyway, what does $129.99 get you? It gets you the 7800 Plus. It gets you the D-pad with a removable thumbstick. And this is the European version of the controller. I'm not going to say that with a sneer because the American version really sucked. Like how I throw all of Europe in the same... That is American education right there. Europe. Anything east or west of me on a major continent, Europe. East or west. Now I'm a flat earther. You get the Crystal Quest Bentley Bear game. That's right. And you get it all in this awesome Atari 7800 Plus box. Unless you're me, you get... Well, I'm gonna be unboxing this version of it too, just to see, what it looks like. I mean, it's gonna look about the same, isn't it? All right. Get your pixel fix like it's 1986. That's some good cover. The new Atari 7800 Plus joins the ranks of such timeless design icons as shoulder pads, crop tops, and aviator sunglasses. Inspired by the original 80s design, the scaled-down version fits today's living rooms and connects easily to modern TVs via HDMI. It supports both 2600 and 7800 game cartridges and comes with the new wireless CX78 Plus gamepad, an untethered recreation of the radical controller Atari released with the 7800 in Europe. See, they did it too in the 80s. Use its 2-button gaming power to journey through Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest, the brand new cartridge sequel to Crystal Castles. And feel free, Atari, if you ever want to hire me for some voice acting. Yeah. Plays both 2600 and 7800 game cartridges. Near perfect compatibility with original and third-party Atari games. There are some games that notably do not work. I'll mention it again that Pitfall 2 sadly does not work. But I will also be pointing out that compatibility is a bit better on this one than the first one. Anyway, easily connects to any screen via HDMI. Widescreen 4x3 viewing. Widescreen or 4x3 viewing options for all displays. Don't edit that. Including cartridge Bentley Bear's newest 7800 adventure, Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest. That was a little bit clunky, that sentence right there. USB-C charging cable. Wall charging plug not included, but I believe the cable is. I got 2 cables with mine, unless they don't include the cable either. But it doesn't say. Let's see. Wait. We can see, right? Yeah, wall charging plug is not included. So you only get. See, I didn't know this when I was doing the unbox. By the way, this is the future. Just so you know. I'm sorry. I've already unboxed it. I've already played it. I've already shot like everything except the intro. I know it ruins the effect, but anyway. Oh, so that answers a question that I have later on in the video, so you can ignore that. Wall charging plug is not included. I mean, it's USB-C, so it's pretty standard. All right, let's go on to the unboxing, which I think you'll enjoy. All right, folks, here she is, the Atari 7800 Plus box. Look at, they put it right on the outside when they shipped it. And I'm guessing there's another box inside. Anyway, I actually ordered one of these as well as being sent this one. Oh, it's so echoey in here. I'm so sorry for the sound quality. It's only for part of the video, though, so hang in there, folks. All right. Oh, that's... It's got a little gift bow on it. Can you see it? Wait. Look at this. That's presentation. All right. Make sure you see this. Here, I'm going to just... 45 minutes later, I'll get it out of here. Don't worry. All right, I'm guessing this is not the standard packaging. Well, that is class. Box impression, very good. All right, for the sake of film quality, I moved into the game room, and we're gonna do this Ashen style on a couch and see what we get here. All right, again, I'm guessing this is not the final packaging for this. Yeah, it looks cool. Here's how this first time opening should have gone. Ooh. And here's how it really went. Is it wrong that I don't want to open it? All right. So that would have been some presentation there. Wait. Let's back this up. And show you what this looks like. Yep. That is pretty impressive. Pretty cool. All right, so if you're wondering about the boxes, they're actually underneath here. So it does have the full boxes, and the manuals appear to be in there too. Pretty sweet. 2 controllers. The 8 games. All right, the 8 games. Ninja Golf, Space Duel, Frenzy, Crystal Quest, sorry. I almost said Crystal Castles. Food Fight, Asteroids, Fatal Run, and Bounty Bob Strikes Back. A lot of these I've ordered, so I'm going to have duplicates, but I think I'm going to keep these in here because that just looks pretty cool. Here we go, Atari 7800 Plus. Now, what I got in this kit is probably not exactly what you're gonna get in the production kit because I did not get any manual for the actual console or the controllers. So on the controllers, I'm kind of winging it off their website. So if I get anything wrong, feel free to chime in and correct me in the comments down below. All right. This is the controller. This is very similar to the European controllers that shipped with the 7800. And that's not the controller I got with mine in the US, of course. But this unscrews. You can have a conventional D-pad here. I have an original of these. Of course, it's corded. But the other thing I want to mention is that this reinforcement isn't there on that. So they added that at some point. And I've actually got my My little joystick screw in. It's in a bag though, sitting in the bottom of a box somewhere. But I do have it. Anyway, yeah, it's 2-button A, B, which the 7800 is. You of course activate this when you hit the button. Turn it back off with this button. USB-C for charging, but it is wireless, and you use these dongles. It came with one DB9. Well, it came with 2 of them because I got 2 controllers, but it comes with a DB9 adapter, so you can plug it right into the 7800 or your 2600 plus. Actually, you can plug it into the originals too. It'll work with those too. Also the USB adapter, so you can plug it into your PC or emulation device, whatever. So that's really nice. I like that they included both. That's some forethought, and gives it a little bit more broad appeal. It came with a reasonable HDMI cable, again, because this is pre-release. You know, I can't really speak to what it'll release with, but I do know it will come with the cable. Mine came with 2 USB-C cables total. So these are USB-C to USB-A. They're about 6 feet. I'm estimating, though they might be 7. But I didn't see a USB-C to USB-C cable in here for the adapter. So I'm guessing it goes USB-C to USB-A, or they didn't include it. Yours will come with a cable, though. I don't think this is correct. According to what I read, you do not get a power cable at all with it. So you're going to have to bring your own USB-C cable. I might be wrong, but that's how I read it. So that's a trend now. That's happening a lot. I get kind of annoyed if it's a more expensive device, to be honest, and it doesn't include it, because some of those cheap adapters aren't really that great for these. But, you know, if you got a decent adapter, it's fine. But just note, if you don't have a spare, you might want to pick up a spare before this arrives. HDMI, 16:9, 4:3 switch. I love this. This is genius right there. And I'm happy that I'm not doing it in a menu. It just feels more authentic. I mean, it didn't have that, obviously, originally, because it didn't have HDMI out. But it just feels better, you know, flipping a switch instead of doing it from a menu somewhere. Anyway, power. And then on the front, we have the novice and expert switches, and we've got DB9 connectors, 2 of them. And then you got power, pause, select, and start. And the cartridge port, of course. And I think this is a very attractive looking console. I also think it feels really nice. It's not like super heavy, but it's got some heft to it, and the plastics feel really nice, and it's real metal. So yeah, this is not, I mean, it feels cold to the touch. So yeah, I believe that's real metal on there. That's nice. Good job. Nice appearance. Real quick correction, because I made it sound a little bit like I might have had one of these in the 80s, and I did not have the 7800 in the 80s. I didn't get one until the 2000s, and it was like the best thing ever. I was like, oh, how did I miss this one? But anyway, this is the controller I got with my first 7800, and yeah. It's a lot like the Sears Arcade 2 controller. It's okay. It's not amazing, though, I'll tell you that. It's definitely not even as good as the original 2600 controller. But these, however, are great. I mentioned that I had one of these, and this is the actual original Atari 7800. I'm going to call it the Euro controller because it sounds cool. Euro controller. I'm kind of curious to see if this will fit in here. Will it? Will it? It does. Look at that. Look at that, it'll fit in there. So anyway, this is very close to the original spec. Look at that. Pretty impressive. And it feels, I'm not kidding, it feels just like it. And to be fair, Atari didn't make too bad of a D-pad. Anyway. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to show you the 7800 Plus next to the 7800. That'll be fun. And there you go. The Atari 7800 Pro system versus the Atari 7800 Plus. They both have the same cartridge port. One thing I do want to note is that on this one you can see like inside the unit, and this one appears to be fully sealed, which is nice. Good for dust. All right, let's try playing some games. First time you use a new controller, you'll want to sync it. Basically, these lights will be flashing, and hit and hold this button. It'll start winking a little bit faster, and then they'll come on steady. And now, everything works. And here we are with some Omega Race. And there's some good news here. It works on the 7800 Plus. On the 2600 Plus, it ran, but I couldn't stop firing the thrusters. So on this one, button 1 will fire the thrusters and button 2 will fire. How cool is that? That's really nice. Good job. On the first version of my 7800 Plus video, I pointed out this problem with Tower Toppler, where the game just doesn't want to play. Well, thanks to the commenters, I found out that this is not a problem. This is a feature. This allows you to skip levels. So if I switch the second player's A-B switch over to A, it stops doing it and I can play the level. Look at that. This game's brutal, by the way. Absolutely freaking brutal. Brutal. Anyway, yeah, works just fine. Not a problem. Except for my gameplay. Alright, here we are with Pitfall 2. Played on the Atari 7800 Plus, so here we go. Absolutely does work. I was incorrect in my original coverage of this. Wow. This is nice. Makes me pretty happy. But anyway, I did end up cleaning the cartridge, although it worked fine on my old school 7800. For whatever reason, it did not like this thing at all until I cleaned it. But once I cleaned it, it seems to be fine on this one too. So there we go. Pitfall 2 on the Atari 7800 Plus. A win. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you the worst version of Zaxxon ever made. That's right, it's Zaxxon Atari 2600, and it runs on the 7800 Plus. It did not run on the 2600 Plus, at least not on mine, and I did update the firmware. So what mine would do is it would change the TV to 50 hertz. I'd get that like warning on my screen that it flipped over to 50 hertz, and then I'd just get a black screen. But seems to work just fine here. So I'm pretty happy about that, I guess. But still, improvement. Look at that. It's John Hancock's Retro Game Quest. Running on the 7800 Plus. Look at him fly. By the way, I've got an autograph copy. That's worth $8 million, by the way. $8 million. I've got it graded. But look at that! That's some homebrew, by the way, running on the 7800. Not all homebrew does run, though. Alright, here we have Space Duel. I'm just going to cover, just for a couple minutes, some of the games that came with it in the press kit. And I'll go into more depth on, oh shoot, on all these games on Atari over the next, couple months or so. So keep an eye out for those. Yeah. Oh, I came up way too slow with that shield. Ugh. Bonus level, there we go. Man, let's just finish that off. Space Duel. Neat. Alright, Bounty Bob strikes back, and if it's anything like the 5200 version, it's gonna be freaking brutal as heck. So brutal. The original game was probably, I mean, it wasn't easy, but this one's a jerk. Just saying. I'll get good at it though before I do a Sorry Atari on it. Hopefully. Alright, I'll get passable. Passable. And here we go with some Frenzy. Atari 7800. And this is good stuff. Just saying. Frick. One kind of cool thing is, wait. I killed Otto. Sweet. And for the rest of the game, I will spend it running away from him. Ooh. That shooting through the walls thing, man, is really, really mean. And I'll tell you, I honestly, cannot get enough Frenzy, so we'll keep going because I will do a full Sorry Atari on this right now if I'm allowed to, but yeah, I like this game. Bentley Bear. Proving homebrew can be fun. Alright, ready? The music is gonna kill me. And you gotta run this one. I wait for this guy. There we go. Ah! Annihilation! And of course, you can see more of this game on Sorry Atari. Big jerk. There we go. Oh, come on! You can see me swear at this game way more. Yeah, give me that sweet, sweet honey. Alright, let's wrap things up. And that wraps it for this revised edition of my Atari 7800 Plus First Impressions video. Hardware-wise, I think the 7800 Plus looks absolutely great. I like the form factor. The construction quality is really nice. I mean, seriously, I mean, it's so much like the 7800's original construction. It just 100% feels right. Controller-wise, again, I'd be hard-pressed to tell construction-wise the difference between this and the original controller. The only advantage is, of course, this is wireless, and the wireless works really good. And as I've said before, I'm a Luddite. I do not like wireless controllers very much generally, but I'm perfectly happy with these and will continue to use them. Compatibility-wise, I'm going to have to say compatibility's got to be up there at 99% now that I made corrections on my earlier mistakes. Everything I've thrown at it has pretty much run, and that is absolutely great. Should you choose this or the 2600 Plus? I would say if you don't want to update the 2600 Plus, if you don't have experience with firmware, this is definitely the one to get. Otherwise, if you are willing to do the update, it's going to be a toss-up on what your favorite appearance is. Basically, do you like the way the 2600 Plus looks, or do you like the way the 7800 Plus looks? But anyway, yeah, I'm super happy with this. Easy thumbs up. I want to thank Atari very much for sending this out to me, and I want to thank all those who corrected me in the comments of the last video. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.